All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's welcome to the air the original Gangsta, New Jack.
What's happening, bro?
Well, what's going on, man?
Man, I'm trying to, hold on. I was in a gas station today, and I think I peed on my hand. No, no, serious, I'm just playing. No, hey, I need to clear something up, man, before we even get started, all right? Before we even get started, I got it's a rumor been going around, and I want to clear it up, all right?
Okay.
Are you listening?
I'm listening.
I did not have sex with Randy Savage. I swear to God.
I heard you had sex with his brother.
I swear to God, they might have looked at me a couple times and winked at me and tried to pinch me on the booty, but we did not have sex. Yeah, we got that out the way.
What's up, brother? What's up, brother from another mother?
Hey, you know what it is, Gary. I'm just chilling, man. Just out doing my thing, trying to keep it together, and don't like I'm doing too good because I'm lost.
How's your shoulders been feeling, brother?
Bro, they burn. It's like having a disease you ain't supposed to have. They burn. I've been doing, them little workouts and everything that you asked me to do. I've been doing it, but it burns. But it's working.
That's good. That's good, man. No pain, no gain, baby.
You know what I'm saying? They can't call me fat no more. I done got under. I'm like 230 now, so I think I'm doing good.
Oh.
From 280, 285. I'm down to like 230 now. I think I'm doing pretty good, and I ain't even doing drugs no more. Huh? Yeah. So, but I mean, it's good. It's good. What's going on, man?
Nothing. We just wanted to call you, see what's happening, and what's going on in the life of New Jack, because everything is happening around New Jack.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something, Gary. I know where you're going with this, because before you even ask me, I'm gonna go ahead and put this out there right quick. I got emailed. Somebody emailed me and they said, Jack, did you see this? Did you hear about this promo that Devon did about you? And I was like, no. I said, what is it? So they emailed it to me, and I listened to it. And I kind of laughed about it at first because, I mean, me and Devon, we got a history, bro. I mean, we go way back. I mean, Gary, you was there with us when we danced, man, with ECW, for years, you know what I mean? And I mean, for what we stood for, it's not but like two original ECW tag teams that's still around, that's still even, together, you know what I mean? They either gone or something, something happened to them or just whatever, but it's just like, is the Dudleys and the Gangstas. You see what I'm saying? And where I'm going with this is he was talking about he would do anything he could to help me get in TNA, but then he turned back around and he said, I talked about him and he's talked about me, we've done DVDs, whatever. But then he went personal with it and he said, well, Jack know me, and it was something about Tupac and Biggie. I like Tupac, he like Biggie. I'm like, okay, those were rappers. That's like saying Tina Turner and Aretha Franklin got heat with each other. Like, okay, who cares? They were singers. Okay, who cares? All right. So to compare how I felt about him to that was garbage, number one. But then he went back and he said, but if New Jack want to take this to the street, then, we could take it to the street. Number one, Devon ain't never lived in the street. Devon never was known to be in the hood. And Gary, when we was in ECW, bro, you would find me in the hood. Devon never did the hood thing. The hood for Devon is Disney World. Okay, that's his hood. That's where he belongs. Okay. Now, you come down on 13th Street off of 1792, that's the hood where we live. You know what I'm saying? Not where I live, but that's where, you might find me down there. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, don't start trying to play big boy and all of a sudden you're going to start calling me out now because you're bored and you thinking that, okay, well, we can, make some money, but if he wants to go real with this, then, we can take it to the street because, see, the street is not where you want to go with me. You understand? Because, I mean, you know, and it ain't nothing to brag about, but see, mine speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? And everything that I've done, it ain't always been like, you know, for play. You know what I mean? And I mean, I know that putting him and Bubba and me and Mustafa in any ring, anywhere, people would pay to see that. At this point in the game, and the way wrestling has changed so much, you know, from 10 years ago, 15 years ago, up until now, you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be nothing for us to get in a ring together and make money, you know what I'm saying? Which I would have absolutely no problem with that at all. But when you start trying to go street with me and want to call me out like, oh, okay, you want to take it to the street, then that's where, you know, it don't become personal no more. I mean, it don't become business no more. It becomes personal. But the thing is, with us, is like, I would love to get back in the ring with him and Bubba. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, Gary, you was there with us when we was all doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? You was there with us, bro. And, I mean, you know, the arena wasn't a big building to sell out. You know what I'm saying? But it was what we did. Everybody knew about what ECW was doing. You know what I'm saying? And, I mean, it was like wars. Huh?
I agree with you. I think we changed the business.
You know what I mean? I mean, bro, we you know, a couple of things that he said that I will agree with, all right? And Gary, we even done this before. It was like, Jack, we got to go ahead and do this match. And, you know, we got to do what we got to do. You know what I mean? And don't take none of this personal, but, you know, we would go out there and we would put it down. And, I mean, you know, it's a business, it's a job, it's a work, whatever. But, bro, we did stuff that was convincing. And you might come back later on and be like, you all right? You know, I didn't really mean to knock half of your head off, but, hey, you know, this is, you know, welcome to the business, you know what I'm saying? And that's how we came at it. That's how we went at it. And we did our stuff, and we went out there, and we would put stuff on each other. You know what I mean? And I've seen guys that would come in that locker room and work one time, and they wouldn't come back. Because they was like,
they'd
no.
Roll.
Yes.
They'd roll, baby.
You know what I mean? And and it's really funny because, okay, when it comes back to me, like on a personal note, it's like everybody, I always got tagged, you know, with being off the hook. I always got tagged with, oh, New Jack is trying to hurt you. Oh, you know, everybody always, they will say stuff about me. First of all, they didn't know what they was talking about, number one, okay? People will look at ECW, and when I'm compared to ECW, it was like, man, y'all did like a lot of crazy stuff. Okay, well, I would tell them about it because, I mean, I get people, they ask me to this day, you know, if I make an appearance or whatever, they will say, Jack, will you not curse? You know, like how y'all did in ECW, will you not do that? Okay, well, at that time, it was okay to do it because, you know, it was Paulie's company. So he was like, if you want to curse, go out there and curse. He said, if you want to go out there and get in the ring butt naked, he said, you can do it. He said, I don't care. You know what I mean? He said, you can go out there and do what you want to. So I would do it because I was given the green light to do it. You know what I'm saying? But then it's like people look at it now, and it's like people that I haven't even ever worked for will say stuff like, I would never hire him or I would never use him or whatever because of stuff that I've heard. Okay? Now, a lot of stuff that's been put out there, a lot of it is true. Some of it's true. But the majority of the stuff that people say about me and think about me, they don't even know me. You understand? They know a character named New Jack, but they don't know me. You see? And this is when for years I would do stuff. You know it. I would do stuff and nobody would ever say anything. Well, not to me, but they would say it about me. You know, and it was always, you know, New Jack is this, New Jack is that, New Jack's a troublemaker. Dude, come on. Paulie will welcome it. If y'all want to come to the ring drunk, I don't care. I want a show. And Gary, you know it's true. And we would do whatever we was allowed to get away with. You know what I'm saying? whatever we was allowed to get away with. And for years, I would do stuff, and nobody was, they would never say anything directly to me. It was always, I would hear it third, fourth, fifth, you know what I mean? But I would never hear it from that person. And, dude, it's real funny that I went to a roast that Terry Funk had. And I had been drinking, and I was so messed up that night that, bruh, I was supposed to be roasting Terry Funk, and I think I talked about, I think I talked about everybody but him. And it was real funny because you know Terry Rooms, right? Of course you do.
Yeah.
She came up to me, and I'm sorry, she hit me up on Facebook, you know, and she's like, hi. So, you know, we started talking back and forth. And then she said, you know what? I knew of you, but I had never met you. She said, but when I met you, she says, I didn't like you. And I said, why was that? She said, because at that roast, she said, you got up there for about 20 minutes, and you was just babbling and just talking about stuff that didn't have nothing to do with the Terry Funk roast. Now, Gary, I had already got him once when I wasn't on that first pay-per-view. So I thought, you know, okay, Terry, I owe you an apology. But I did it again twice anyway. Well, when she came up to me and said that, at first I was like, you know, who are you to say something to me about what I do? You know what I mean? That's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? But then I started calling people, and I was asking people that was at their roast. I said, did I do this? And they were like, yep. I said, did I say this? They were like, yep. And these same people, I would go back and I would ask them about stuff of us being on the road and stuff that I did that nobody would ever say anything to me about stuff that I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was good or bad, but mainly bad. All right, nobody would ever say anything because I could do no wrong to them. And it took her to pull me to the side, and she said, you know what? She said, the only problem that you have is that you probably don't even realize, she said, you could turn New Jack off. She said, you ain't got to be him 24/7. And, dude, I could have came back at her and told her to kiss my behind, but I looked at it, and I looked at it for what she was saying, and then I looked at all the people that had been around me for all of the years and never said anything to me about nothing. And a lot of the stuff that I was doing, it hurt me in the business. You know what I'm saying? It hurt me as far as people not hurt me like I'm crying about it, but it was just like people wouldn't want to take the chance on booking me because everybody thought I was a nut.